Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and the worst of all.
What is going on, guys? We are at Dorney Park today for our second visit this season. And so, Evie, are you ready for this visit? Woo! Oh, yeah! Okay, so we just got off of our first ride of the day on Possessed, and I rated a 10 out of 10. We were the first riders on Possessed in the front row, and it was so good, and it felt good to be in the front seat in general. And if I hadn't already said it, I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, Possessed was good. I rated a 10. I missed that launch, and it was so good today.
Oh, yeah! Okay, so we just rode Steel Force, and I'd rated a 10 out of 10. We got in the back row on the freaking red train, and man, it was something else. We got some good ejector pops of airtime on those hills, and it was just a really freaking good ride on Steel Force. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
I give it a 10.
Oh, yeah! Okay, so we just rode Revolution, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was a really good ride I had in on it, and as you can see, it's been feeling great for me earthing on inverted rides this morning, and so we're about to go do Thunderhawk. And so, Evie, what did you think of Revolution?
Yeah, I thought it was good. It was crazy how we had a Zen ride on it, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, it was a good ride. I give it a 10.
Yeah, because we had a Zen ride and they were trying to keep it balanced, which is understandable. We had to sit across from each other, and so we did a freaking limbo out of the restraint I was gonna pull down. Like, how low can I go? Okay, so we just got our first front row ride on Thunderhawk for the season, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was really good, and we have been having some really good rides on shit this morning. And so, Evie, what did you think of it?
Yeah, I thought it was a good ride on Thunderhawk in the front row. I'll give that ride a 9 though, because I thought it was a little slow, but other than that, it was good.
Oh, yeah! Okay, so we just rode Dominator Green, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was really good, and right now we're in line for red. And so, Evie, what did you think of it?
I give it a 10.
Oh, yeah!
So we just rode Dominator Red, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was a really good ride on Dominator Red. And so, Evie, what did you think of it?
Yeah, it was good. Give it a 10.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, so we just rode both HYDRA and Whitewater Landing, and I'd rate both rides a 10 out of 10. I'd rate HYDRA and 7 out of 10 because dispatches took too slow, but I'd rate Whitewater Landing a 10 out of 10 though, because it was our first time getting back on it since 2019 because of the pandemic, and it was a really good ride on it. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, I agree. HYDRA, I'm gonna have to give a 7 too. Operations were just way too slow, and Whitewater Landing, yeah, it was good. We sat in the front row, and it was good to get back on it again, and I'd give it a 10.
Oh yeah, we are heading to Wildwater Kingdom for opening day. Our reservation time was 1 o'clock, and it's about 1:03. So we're heading to Wildwater Kingdom right now. And so, Evie, are you ready?
Woo!
Oh yeah. Okay, so we just rode both Patriots Plunge and Aqua Blast, and I'd rate both rides a 10 out of 10. They were very eventful. I got a lot of the high sides on Aqua Blast, and then on the blue Patriots Plunge right there, I fell out of my freaking tube in the midst of a ride, and an employee kept calling down, and she was like, "Do you need help?" And Evie here was laughing at me sliding out with no freaking tube. And so, Evie, what did you think of those two rides?
Yeah, they were both good. I went on the White Patriots Plunge, give it a 10, and Aqua Blast, give it a 10.
Oh yeah! Okay, so we just rode Wildwater Rapids, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. I got on the green one, and it was very good. And Evie got on the blue one, and so, Evie, what'd you think of Wildwater Rapids?
It was good. I give it a 10.
Oh yeah! Okay, so we just rode Cascade, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was a really good first ride back on it, and there's Seaside Splashworks over there. And so, Evie, what'd you think of Cascade? Oh yeah! Okay, so we just rode both tube sides of Snake Pit. We went in line 2 times to do it, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. The first time I rode Constrictor, and the second time I rode Boa Blasters to Greenside. And so, Evie, what did you think of both sides on Snake Pit?
Constrictor was good. I give it a 10, and Boa Blasters give it a 10.
Oh yeah! What is going on, guys? We are checking out the all-new play structure, Seaside Splashworks, and it looks so nice. Like, oh my god, it's so much better than Island Waterworks. And so Evie is having fun with the controls. And so Evie, what do you think of this play structure so far?
Good.
Oh yeah! Going along with my teeth are chattering right now. We are in line for lightning balls, and this breeze is something else. Like my gosh! And this is the first time we've been swimming in forever. So like, it's cold. And so, Evie, what do you think of our first time back in the water park and how cold it is?
Yeah, it's nice, but this breeze is something else. It's really, really cold. It's hard to get used to the water too, even though the water is really, really, really cool too. But yeah, it's been all right. But yeah, it's good to get back to Wildwater Kingdom. But yeah, this breeze is just cold.
Yeah. See, guys, my teeth are chattering. Okay, so we just rode Lightning Falls, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, it was good. Give it a 10.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so we just wrapped up a day at the water park, Wildwater Kingdom, and it was a pretty good day at the water park, despite the breeze. We got on Aqua Racer before we left, and that was good. And so, yeah, Evie, what did you think of this
Yeah,
day?
I think we had a good day at Water Kingdom. We did a decent amount of slides. If it wasn't for the breeze, I think we would have been here much longer, but the breeze was just becoming too much at one point. But yeah, other than that, it was a good time.
Yeah. Okay, so we just rode Talon, and I'd rate it a 7 out of 10. The ride-ups took too slow, and they stapled us, but it was an okay back row ride on it, regardless of that. And so we do everything.
Yeah, I give it a 7. Ride-ups are just moving too slow, and but yeah, other than that, it was an alright ride.
Yeah. Okay, so we just rode Dodge 'em, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. It was kind of congested at some points, but there weren't any traffic jams or anything. And so, Evie, what did you think of it?
Yeah, I'll give it like a 8.
Yeah. Okay, so we just rode Wave Swinger, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was a really good ride we had on it, and so Evie, what did you think of it?
I'll give it a 10.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we just rode Meteor, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was a really good ride we had on it, and so Evie, what did you think of it?
I'll give it a 10.
Oh yeah. So this has been one good day here at Dorney Park. We were able to do everything we wanted to, and we were even at Wildwater Kingdom's opening day, and that was pretty good, but it would have been better if it weren't for that breeze. And so, anyways, Evie, what did you think of this day?
Yeah, it was a good day. Wildwater Kingdom was good to get back to. We did a lot of stuff today, and although I do wish we got on the Ferris wheel, because we just ended out the night not getting on the Ferris wheel because it broke down while we were in line. But other than that, it was a good day.
Yeah, make sure to comment down below your thoughts on this vlog, and make sure to check out my merch store on Bonfire. I have all types of merchandise on there that they allow you to sell that you want, such as tote bags and short sleeves and long sleeves. So make sure to check all that out. I'll have a link in the description, and I will see you in the next.